Hey, oh, I'm so excited for you. You're about to experience the best makeup there is. I purchased this makeup for the first time 2 years ago, just like you did, and got it in the mail and couldn't believe what I had my hands on. So I'm gonna do a video really quickly, just kind of showing you how to apply this. It is simple, but it's different. So there's a learning curve. It's cream, and most of us are not used to cream, and we kind of just have to figure this out together. And that's what I'm here for. Yes, you purchased the makeup through me, but it doesn't stop there. It just keeps going. I am your artist, and anything you need, don't hesitate to reach out to me. So I'm gonna get started. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through. This video might be a little bit long. I normally don't do long videos, but this is for teaching purposes and something that you can refer back to anytime you need it. So I'm gonna get started. In the color match email, I send some things that are most important. I send your colors, your 3D foundation colors, and then there's extras. I'm gonna include a little bit of all of it so that you have the information and then you can go from there. All right, so let's get started. If you tend to get oily during the day, for me, that's more during the summer. During the winter, I'm so dry that I don't need to do this, but during the summer, I do. And so this is one trick that really does change the game for the oily girls. And I say oil, very funny. So I realize that my husband makes fun of me all the time. All right, so that is our stay spray. And our stay spray can be put at the beginning and it can be after our makeup is already on. So I'm gonna show you how I do this for oil control. I get our perfector sponge. This is amazing. I wet it so that it's super big and fluffy. And I just spray the spray right onto this perfector sponge, okay? Then just damp it all over your skin. If you do not get oily, you can skip this step for sure. I don't always do it. This is, again, just to show you guys all of the options, okay? So you're gonna let that dry. While I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna kind of show you how I'm gonna build my compact. When I matched you to 2 highlight colors. And with the highlight colors, they're gonna come in, so I have some tins right here. My color's already used, but, okay, so this is a contour color, but do you see how it comes in a tin like this? So here is my, I've already used this, my main highlight. So this is the closest to my skin tone. And you're just gonna pop that right into your palette. Then I matched you to a Brightener highlight. And this one's gonna be a few shades lighter than your skin tone. You're just gonna pop that in. Then I matched you to a contour color. A contour color is the one that you guys were scared of. It is scary, I remember, but it's so pretty. This is my contour color. This is olive. So I'm just gonna pop that in there. And I love to have linen. Linen is just a really light and bright color. So I actually like to have 3 highlights in my compact, but this is not necessary. Again, you can watch and you'll see kind of why I do like to have linen. So I'm just gonna pop linen in there. I mean, it's $14, so it's just, and this one lasts me forever because I just use so little of it. Next, I'm going in with my bronzer. My bronzer is Bella, but there's a few different bronzer colors, so just depending on what I matched you to, you'll just pop that right in there. Guess I can scoot it over. Then a lip and cheek. I tell you my favorites, and you can kind of choose. I'm gonna use Madrid today. It's like my favorite right now. So I'll just pop that in there. And then a setting powder, which I don't know where mine is. Give me just a second. I think actually I do know. I have a million of these compacts. Okay, so if you are also oily, remember when we use the stay spray, you're also gonna wanna have this setting powder. So I'm gonna go into my second layer because I like to separate my powders from my cream. So I'm gonna put my my vanilla dust right there, and then I'm gonna stick just a few of my eyeshadows in there just to show you. Okay, so my eyeshadows are in here. So I have my palette built and we're gonna get started. I'm going to use a few different brushes, again, for teaching purposes. I'm going to kind of keep the ones that I like to recommend so that you can kind of see how to use them. I go back and forth between these two brushes, the blush and bronzer and the buff brush for my application all the time. This is more like light to medium coverage, and this is more full coverage. I like to recommend this brush first because one of the most difficult things about cream is that you want to apply a lot, and that's not the case. Like your mind goes, I need to put a lot on there. You do not need a lot of cream. When you're dipping into your cream, you're literally just dabbing it, okay? So that is number one. If you feel like your makeup is cakey, if it's creasing, if it just all around you're not happy with it, you may be putting too much on. And then the other issue is it could be a color issue. So if you feel like any of those things are happening, reach out to me. We have a wonderful return exchange program. So just reach out to me because we can fix it in just a matter of one color. All right, so I'm going in with my main highlight, and this is Mango. And I'm just gonna kind of start buffing this into my skin. Think about this main highlight going everywhere a man's beard would be. You're just gonna kind of tap that in, and that's to begin with. We're gonna put it more places, but just start off thinking of it like that. I do not like to layer mine. A lot of people will just put this all over their face. I personally don't. I like to still see my skin. Or I like it to be skin-like, I guess you could say. All right, so now I'm gonna just kind of neutralize out this right here in the middle, and then kind of neutralize this up here. You're gonna watch this red dot just disappear. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my contour, and I'm gonna use the detail brush. I'm going in with my contour color called Olive, and I like to place mine at the tip of my ear and no further than the middle of my eye. So you're just gonna kind of do a line like this, and we'll blend in a minute, so don't worry about that. This contour has coverage, so that's why I don't like to layer, because there's no need for me to put that makeup. It's wasting product, and it's gonna make me have more texture because I'm putting more product on my face. All right, so now I'm just going up along my hairline and just applying that contour, kind of blending as I go. I'm gonna blend my lip. I'm gonna blend my cheeks with my other brush, but just kind of doing like that. Okay, do you see how pretty that is? Our faces are three-dimensional. They're not flat. We have a nose, we have cheekbones, we have a chin. They're not flat. So we don't want our makeup to be one color. It's gonna make us look washed out and pale. We want to look three-dimensional like God created our faces, okay? All right, so we're gonna go in now with a Brightener highlight. I'm gonna pick up, you don't have to be changing brushes, they're all dual-ended, so I could go in with this brush, but because I wanna try all the brushes and show you all the things, I'm gonna go in with this buff brush, and I'm gonna use this small end. I'm gonna go in with my color June and pop that there, and then I like to elongate mine right here because it lifts my face. And then on this side, okay, and then you're gonna go down the center of your face. All right, and I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm gonna pick up that detail brush again, just kind of flatten that out, and just kind of go in like a knife edge side and run it along my nose. This is why I love the detail brush, because it does all the work for you. If you only have this blush and bronzer brush, I want you to just get your finger and contour your nose with your finger, and you can even contour here with your finger if this is the only brush that you have, which is fine. We can make that work. All right, so now I have all my colors on. I am gonna go in with that linen and just do a little dot. You see how bright it is? If I put this too much all over, I can still use it sometimes, but not everyone can. It just depends. And if you go too light, it can create texture. So we just have to be very careful right there. All right, so my 3D foundation is on. I'm gonna pick up my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm gonna use this more small, dense in, and just kind of start blending. Don't be scared about the colors running together. We want them to. They're just gonna blend together so seamlessly. You can use the same brushes. It's just gonna all come together and be beautiful. And that's why I love it, because it's so easy. You do not have to be a pro makeup artist to contour. Okay. I like a pretty heavy, not heavy contour, but I like to see it. So just be kind of careful when you are blending right here to not over blend. Just kind of go easy, and then you can come back at the end and blend more if you need to. Okay, so your 3D foundation is on. This is where if you need to do some powder, you can go in with, picked up the wrong palette. You can go in, I'm picking up our powder brush. You can use this brush. You just want to set, I'm just gonna use this one to show you. Just set on the areas that you put that bright color. You don't need to put the powder anywhere else, okay? All right, so your powder is set. Now we can add a little bit of bronzer. You can do bronzer first or blush first, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, and I'm gonna use this big fluffy end of the blush and bronzer brush. And this is Bella, and I'm just gonna warm up my face. The difference between bronzer and contour is that your bronzer is warm and your contour is gonna be more ashy, because the contour is to create a shadow. It's to add depth to your face. The bronzer is to have some warmth, like you've been in the sun. So they have two totally different purposes. So when you're contouring with bronzer, it doesn't look good. That's why we need a contour and we need a bronzer. Okay, and then if your neck is lighter than your face, you need to make sure to bring that bronzer down. I actually self-tan, so mine is a little darker than my face, so I kind of have to use more bronzer on my face than normal. All right, so next is blush. This is Madrid, and it's so good. It's my favorite. It's new, and I can't stop using it. So I'm just going in with that blush side of the blush and bronzer and adding a little bit on my cheeks. And then sometimes during the summer, I'll even add just a little bit to the tip of my nose. All right. I'm not gonna go heavy into lip contouring and like outlining my lip. Just that's another video, and I have that on my Instagram. I'm just going to use my finger and put Madrid. Okay, that is on. Now, let's see what else. Oh, illuminator. We need to add illuminator. So I have Georgia sitting right here. This is a powder illuminator. I recommend a powder or a cream. It depends. You can decide between the two. I'm going to show you what a powder looks like because it's normally my go-to. Just going to pick up, this is the shape brush. Again, you can use a different brush. I'm just kind of showing all of their purposes. Okay, so it's going to be kind of hard to see, but you're going to want to put that illuminator on the high points of your face. I like to put it on my Cupid's bow right here. And then you can even add a little dot to the corners of your eyes. Okay, so that's your illuminator. And then you could do your eyeshadow. I'm not going to do eyeshadow for this video just because, again, we're kind of running into a long video. The last thing would be your stay spray. This is again for summer months if you are more oily or you just like to set with a spray. This is what you're going to want to do. So pick up that sponge again, spray it. I'm almost out, so I'm like Trying to get every last drop. I think I got every last drop. Okay, there we go. And then just dot it all over your face. And that is it. That is 3D foundation in a nutshell. You guys are welcome to reach out to me if you're still having any issues. If, like I said, if you feel like your makeup is textured, if you're seeing your fine lines, definitely reach out to me. That's a color issue, and we do not want that to happen, and we can easily return and get you the correct shade. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. I can't wait to chat with you guys. This has been so much fun, and yeah, good luck, congratulations, and we will get you 3D foundation ready. Bye, you guys.